It's time to learn! It's Big Bird's Egg Catch for the Atari 2600 from 1983. What's that you say? You thought Nintendo invented the market for kids' games? Think again. Back in the day, that market was owned by Atari. There were like thousands of kids' games on the Atari, and most of them suck, but Big Bird's Egg Catch does not suck because Big Bird is awesome. As far as I'm concerned, Big Bird is the king of Sesame Street. And this game would never get made today, not because it's simple and kind of boring. This game would never get made today because Big Bird has been dethroned by Elmo, and the rest of Sesame Street has just been relegated to the background. Elmo is like Huey Lewis, and Sesame Street has become the news. They're the backup dancers. And such amazing characters as Big Bird Cookie Monster and Oscar the Grouch never really star in their own material anymore, at least not as much as they used to. That's why I like this game. It's just a good trip down memory lane back to when Bert and Ernie, Snuffleupagus, and Big Bird really ruled the airwaves and had such power that they convinced the producers to get their own video games. Big Bird's Egg Catch. Now, I found this game cartridge on eBay for super cheap, but in searching for the instruction manual, I found out this uses a special Atari controller called the Kids Controller, which I've never seen, but the Kids Controller has 2 buttons, which is all that you need to play this game. You just need to move Big Bird left and right by pushing buttons. Why didn't they use the joystick? I have no idea. But it doesn't matter because the Sega Genesis controller, which has a D-pad and 3 buttons, works just fine. You don't even use the D-pad or the joystick in this game. You just push buttons, which make Big Bird move left and right and catch eggs. Although I should note that the buttons are actually flipped on the Genesis controller. This game also helps you brush up on your counting skills. Oh, I dropped an egg! Oh no! Time to make an omelet. You know, if you think about it, wouldn't that be particularly disturbing for Big Bird? There's a number of different levels in the game. They range from ridiculously easy to a somewhat challenging and interesting crisscrossing shoots with invisible lines level. Big Bird's Egg Catch is surprisingly playable. It's affordable, easy to find, and may really appeal to kids if you can't find much else out there with Big Bird, and they're like really into Big Bird. Otherwise, if they like Sesame Street, stick with the newer Sesame Street games. Perhaps Big Bird's Egg Catch is really for you and your trip down memory lane.